Hello, everybody. This is Young Family Taiji long form, section 1. And today our new move is going to be ward off right. But first, we're going to do a review. Okay? So I'm going to turn around and I'm going to be doing things in the same direction as you. So first, prepare. Prepare means that you want to raise your head up and you want your tailbone to be down. So it's like you're sitting a little bit and your hands are by your side. The middle finger of your hands should be touching the seam of your pants if your pants have seams. Okay, then the first move is opening. So you're going to rotate your forearms so that your hands face back. And then you're going to come up to shoulder level, and then you're going to press down almost to the bottom. Grasp the bird's tail, ward off left, shift left, turn right, all the weight on the right, one hand up, one hand down, step and close, shift weight and turn. Okay, so I'm going to do that in 3 other directions so that you can see better. Okay, so I'm going to do it this way. So we're at prepare. So head up, sit slightly, opening, rotate your arms, come up to shoulder level, press down, almost to the bottom. Grasp the bird's tail, ward off left, shift left, turn right, all the weight on the right, one hand up, one hand down, step and close, shift weight and separate. If I do it toward you, it's going to look like this. We're prepare, opening, rotating your arms, come up to shoulder level, press down almost to the bottom. Grasp the bird's tail, ward off left, shift left, turn right, all the weight on the right, step and close, shift weight and turn. And one more time, here, prepare, head up, tailbone down, hands by your side, opening, rotate your arms, come up to shoulder level, press down, almost to the bottom. Grasp the bird's tail, ward off left, shift left, turn right, all the weight on the right, one hand up, one hand down, step and close, shift weight and turn. Okay, so since you're new, Christy, any questions?
No, I started with Cheryl.
Oh, okay.
In a section 1 until she went on to section 2, and then I moved and I couldn't keep up.
Oh, okay. So you've done this all before then?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Good review.
Okay, good. All right. So, a quick, in terms of the review, I'm going to do it in this direction. Okay. So if you're almost at the bottom and you're doing ward off left, when you shift to the left and this is to release the right foot so that you can pivot on the heel. When you do that, your hands should separate a little, one forward, one back. Then when you shift your weight to the right, then one hand is up and one hand is down. When you come forward, you step and close. Then you shift weight and turn. The things you should be careful about is, if I do it facing you, if I shift weight to the left and turn, what does that mean? That does not mean I'm just turning my foot. It means I'm turning my whole torso toward the corner. Can you see that? Mm-hmm. And as I put all my weight on the right, what I'm doing is my knee is following my toe as I do that. Okay? Then when I put my left foot forward to the front, my left foot goes exactly in front of its old position. In other words, it does not go in or out. Wherever it was, it's just going to go forward. Okay? So when you were here, you turned, all the weight came on the right, and step and close. And when you shift weight, the right hand passes over the center of the left forearm, and you're looking that way. Okay? Is that everything okay on that front?
Balanced weight between both sides, both legs.
Pardon me?
Is the weight balanced at the end between both legs?
No, it's 60% in the front and 40% in the back. So you're more forward. So when you do a bow stance, a standard bow stance, you turn one leg, which will become your back leg, 45 degrees. And then the other leg is going to go forward, and you're going to push off this leg and catch your weight with the front so that you're 60% in the front and 40% in the back. And you generally are leaning forward. In other words, there's like a slant between the heel and the nape of my neck. Can you see that? Except for left ward off. Left ward off, you are vertical. Okay, so left ward off is one of the three moves that is an exception for the bow stance. Okay, and as a result, it makes it slightly more difficult because what it does is, in order to be vertical, you have to essentially push in your hip. It opens up your quad, and in order to give you that vertical stance. So your quad is the arch between your legs. Okay. For Tai Chi, it's very important that you have a wide enough quad. And why is that? Because in order to allow your knees to follow your feet, you have to have a wide enough hip opening. So if I'm here and I do not have a wide enough hip opening, I cannot get my knees to follow my feet. Can you see that? So if your knees do not follow your feet, your structure will become askew, and it is not good for your hips and not good for your knees. So it is important that you line up your feet with your knees, regardless pretty much of which stance you're using. So if I'm doing it toward you and I am shifting left, I'm turning right, I'm lining up here. Now, as I'm lining up, I have to be careful that this knee stays lined up here, because there's a great temptation when you're coming out here to collapse this way. That's an exaggeration, but you get the idea, okay? So don't collapse, okay? You're going to keep this facing that way. Then as you shift all your weight here, that releases this foot so that you can lift it off and step it forward. Heel, ball, toe, bend knee. Then you're 60% in the front and 40% in the back. Okay, I'll do it in another direction so that it might be easier for you to see. Okay, so if I'm here, I'm shifting, I'm turning, I'm following the front foot, but the knee is still following that toe. I'm going to lift this off and step out. Heel, ball, toe, bend knee. And you can see my knee does not go past my toes, right? It's like right behind my toes. And this back foot is fairly straight. It's so-called Tai Chi straight, which is straight with a slight bend in it. Okay? Any questions? No? Okay. So, timing. When you are almost at the bottom and you turn and your hands separate a little bit and all your weight goes on the left, when that happens, your left hand should be at ward off down and your right hand should be getting ready to grab, so that when you come forward, step and close, you're ready to grab here. And as your left hand wards off, your right hand pushes down. So it's passing across the middle of your left forearm. Can you see that? And the right hand ends up in front of your hip. And it ends up in the front of your hip at the same position as opening. So when you did opening, remember, your hand ended up a little in front of your hip. That's where you're going to end up here. Okay? So if I do it on this side, almost at the bottom, shift left, turn right, all the weight on the right, step and close, shift, and turn. So the left hand swings up. It's actually pretty straight. It swings up and your gaze is like beyond your fingers. You're looking beyond your hand. as you come up. Okay. So you're here, shift left, turn right, all the weight on the right, step and close, turn and shift weight. So when you are raising your hand, let me show you. I'm here. I come here. I step and close. Now I'm going to swing up my left hand. Swing. Okay. I have to be careful that my elbow is below my shoulder. Don't swing up here. Okay. You're going to swing kind of naturally so that your hand is about shoulder height, but your elbow is not at shoulder height. Okay. Make sure that you're insofar as possible, your elbow should be below your shoulders. Okay. Because you want to maintain this body shape. So we're here. See how round that is? That's what you want to do. So when you're here and when you're here, it's quite round. And this is round. And swing up. One up, one down. One of the things that is hard to remember sometimes is when I'm coming here and I'm coming down, there's a great temptation to not have enough space in my armpit. So I'm coming down too tight. Okay. I want you to come down rather naturally, just like here. Okay. You are not here. You want to have an open feeling. Okay. So, grasp the bird's tail has 4 of the most important positions in Tai Chi. And in the Yang form, we do grasp, ward off left and right, and then roll back, press and push. And left and right are not symmetrical because of the position of the opponent. So when I do what, I'll show you the 2 moves and then I'll show you why they're different. Okay. So in the direction you would be doing, if we were almost at the bottom, ward off left would look like this. And ward off right looks like this. Or to show you in a different direction. Ward off left and ward off right. So the difference is the position of the opponent. When I'm doing ward off left, My opponent is here. I am to the side of my opponent. When I'm doing ward off right, my opponent is here, right in front of me. And that's why your arm positions are different, because it has to do with where is your opponent. The other thing is that you have to remember that when you do ward off left and ward off right, that is the hand that is doing ward off. Okay, so if I'm here, the left hand is doing ward off. Even though this move shows movement in the right hand, the right hand is actually pushing down. It is not doing ward off. This is the ward off. Okay, this is the contact point. So ward off is defining your space. Okay, when you ward off, you are saying, stay out of my space. Okay, and you are also connecting with your opponent. So you are connecting at this point. Okay, and when you're doing ward off right, here, when okay, so if I'm at left ward off, when I'm doing ward off right, you can see this hand is also pressing down across the middle of the right forearm, right? But the opponent is in front. So let's look at the footwork of ward off left and right. Okay, so ward off left, you were shoulders width apart, you shifted to the left, you turned your right foot toward the corner, you put your weight on the right, and then you stepped forward with the left, heel, ball, toe, bend knee, 60 in front and 40 in back. When you transfer to ward off right, you're going to shift your weight to the right to release the left, and you're going to turn this one to the corner. So now your feet are parallel to each other. Then you're going to shift all your weight to the left. You're going to pull in and step out, heel, ball, toe, bend knee, and it's 60-40. Okay. So why do you pull in on the right and not on the left? Okay. As a general rule of thumb, you generally pull in. And the reason you generally pull in is that your feet are far apart. If your feet are shoulders width or closer, then you do not pull in. So when you were doing ward off left, you started at shoulders width apart, right? You're still shoulders width apart. So all you have to do is go straight forward. But when you're in right, going into ward off right, when you're here, you're farther than shoulders width apart. So in order to regain your balance or make sure you're centered before you move, you essentially shift your weight to the left so that you're lined up and then step out. It helps your balance, basically, and that's why you're pulling in. Okay, so let's look at that footwork again. From left, from almost at the bottom. Okay, your shoulders width apart, ward off left, shift left, turn right toward the corner, all the weight on the right, step forward, heel, ball, toe, bend knee. Then we're going to transfer to ward off right. We're going to release the left foot so that we can turn it to the corner. This is going to become your back foot. So then you're going to shift your weight to the left, pull in, step out, heel, ball, toe, bend knee. Okay? So you're making a bow stance from 12 o'clock, where you started, over to 3 o'clock. And you do that by making that diagonal position of the back foot. Any questions? No? Yes? Is it okay? All right. Now, let's look at your hands. When you finish left ward off, you're here. And I'll show you what it looks like in the direction you would be doing it, and then I'll turn around and show it to you so you can see hands better. When you shift here, you're going to turn this foot over the corner. And when you do that, your whole body turns toward the corner, right? Now, your hands have not moved. They're just following your body, okay? Then, when you shift all your weight to the left, you're going to pull with the left and ward off down with the right. Then you're going to pull in, and when you close, you step. And then as you shift weight, you bend knee. Now, in terms of your alignment, your right elbow should line up with your right knee. So you should not be here or here. You should be lined up. And your, I'll show you in the front. So here. I'm pulling left, ward off down with the right. Then I'm starting to close, step and close. Shift, as I shift weight, my left hand passes across the middle of my right forearm. So if you look at it this way, here, let's say here, okay? So if I'm shifting, I'm pulling with the left and ward off down with the right. Then I start to close, I'm pulling in my right foot, step and close. Separate and bend knee. Okay. Any questions on that one? So if you look at it, there are some parts that are symmetrical. For example, when I'm doing left ward off, I'm almost at the bottom. I shift to the left, I turn toward the right, and I put all my weight on the right. Okay, now, when I am doing right ward off right, I shift to the right, I turn, and when I pull and ward off down, that is a mirror image of what you just did on the left ward off. Can you see that? It's one up, one down, one in, one out. And then step and close, shift and turn. Questions? Yes?
Over the left arm. I'm after you do your left and then you come into your right, you turn your hand first.
So when I'm at the end of left ward off, is that what you're asking?
And yeah, when you're doing the right water, I want to know what you do with your hand, left hand.
Okay, if I'm at the end of left ward off and I turn, okay, here, nothing yet, right? Then I am going to turn and pull. Okay, as I turn and pull, this hand goes down. Then I come together, step and close, and ward off. So I don't know if you can see it any better in this direction, but let's give it a try. Okay, so if I'm here and I don't know if that's a good direction. I think this is still the best direction. Okay, if I'm here and I move my feet parallel here, then I'm pulling with the left and warding off down with the right. Come together, step and close, ward off. Okay, your elbow is lined up with your knee and your knee is lined up with your toe. Right? Both knees lined up with both toes. Does that help?
Yes, thank you.
I don't know which direction works the best, but let's give it this a try. So if I am here, when you do your pull, make sure you're beyond the width of your shoulders. What does that mean? That means here, I am pulling. You see, I'm not here. I'm here. I'm beyond the width of my shoulder, right? And this is down. So that when I come together, step and close. Yes. Okay, let's do left and right together. I'm going to turn around. Okay. Almost at the bottom. Grasp the bird's tail, ward off left. Shift left. Turn right. All the weight on the right. Step and close. Swing and shift weight. Ward off right. Shift right. Turn the left toe to the corner, parallel to the right foot. Pull left, ward off, down right. All your weight is on the left now. Pull in, step and close, shift weight and separate. Okay, in this direction. Shift left, turn right, all the weight on the right. step and close, turn and shift weight. Then right ward off, shift right, turn the left toe to the corner, pull left, ward off down right, step and close, shift weight and separate. And in this direction. Ward off left, shift left, turn right, all the weight on the right, step and close, turn and shift weight. Ward off right, shift right, turn the left toe to the corner, pull and ward off down. Come together, step and close, shift weight and separate. How does that feel? Okay. Let's do it a few more times. Okay. Let's do it from opening. So we're at prepare, opening. Rotate your arm, come up to shoulder level and press down almost to the bottom. Grasp the bird's tail, ward off left, shift left, turn right, all the weight on the right, step and close, turn and shift weight. Ward off right, shift right, turn the left toe to the corner, pull left, ward off down right, release, step and close, separate and shift weight. So how are you guys doing in terms of your alignment? Good?
Can you see our alignment?
It's hard for me to see because
Oh.
I like see part of your body and not the whole. So, like I can't see your footwork, for example, you know. Now, Nancy is really good at that. She can look at, you know, your upper body and know where your feet are. I'm not that good. So I just want to make sure, keep your knees and feet aligned, okay? And make sure that your elbow is lined up with your, so like here in right ward off, can you see my elbow is lined up with my knee and my toe, okay? I want everything all lined up. And here, I'm about 1/5 distance apart from my arm and a little bit below. Okay, so that's the shape. And make sure that you're open enough. Okay, don't be too close. Open. Remember your body shape? Well, you want to be open. Okay. And here you are leaning forward. Right ward off, you are leaning forward. Okay. So let's see, if I were to start here and I am pulling left, ward off down right. Then I am pulling in the right foot and stepping out as I close. And then as I shift weight, I am warding up. So here, ward off up and press down. That's what it looks like. Okay. So if I think this is still the best in terms of your seeing it. Okay. So shift left, turn right, all the weight on the right, step and close, swing and shift weight. Then turn the left foot to the corner, pull with the left, ward off down with the right, pull in, step and close, shift weight, and ward off. So the left hand is slightly below the right, and I fist width apart. So from here. Then right ward off, I'm shifting right, turning, pulling, close and step. Yeah. So your hand here is slightly at a diagonal. Okay. So my hand is kind of like at my shoulder level, but my elbow is definitely below my hand, right? Okay. So I'll do it one more time this direction. Okay, so left ward off, shift left, turn right, all the weight on the right, step and close, turn and shift weight. Right ward off, shift to the right, turn the left foot to the corner, pull left, ward off down right. Pull in the right foot as you start closing, step and close, shift weight and ward off up. So you're warding off up as your weight transfers. So that is that's where your energy goes. So your energy comes from your feet. So when you're here, you're going to pull, you're going to come in, step and close, and then your energy is pushing off your back leg, and you are essentially restraining it with your front leg. So if your front leg were not doing its job, you would just keep going forward. Okay, your front leg is restraining your back leg. So you have this, what they call dung and chung, okay? So they kind of limit each other, okay? And that is also what allows you to come back. In other words, you should never overextend. You should not go so far you cannot come back. And that's what helps limit you. Are there any questions? No? Okay, let's do it a couple more times and then we'll close class, okay? We'll start from the beginning. I'm going to do the same direction as you. Okay. Feet shoulders width apart, head up, tailbone down, hands by your side, prepare. Opening. Rotate your arms so your palms face back. Come up to shoulder level and press down so that you're almost at the bottom. Grasp the bird's tail, ward off left. Shift left. Turn right. All the weight on the right. Step and close. Turn and shift weight. Ward off right. Shift right. Turn the left toe to the corner. Pull left, ward off, down right as your weight goes to the left. Pull in the right, step and close, shift weight, and separate. Okay, again. Prepare, head up, tailbone down, hands by your side. Opening, rotate your arms. Lift up to shoulder level and press down almost to the bottom. Grasp the bird's tail, ward off left, shift left, turn right, all the weight on the right, step and close, separate and shift weight. Ward off right, shift right, turn the left toe to the corner, pull left, ward off down right, pull in the right foot, step and close, shift weight and separate. Okay? How did that go? Practice. And I will see you next week. Okay. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
Have a good weekend, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.